Hey parents, today we are talking about constipation. And I know that can be an uncomfortable subject to talk about for more than one reason, but it's a really important subject to talk about because it gives us a ton of information about what's going on either in our child or sometimes ourselves. Because when that digestive system gets stuck and all that bad stuff that your body should be getting rid of gets stuck, it leads to later issues down the road. So often when we see kids, especially who are dealing with constipation, it's not even the primary concern. It's usually a secondary or tertiary problem. It's usually they come in with sensory issues or behavioral problems or chronic immune challenges or autoimmune challenges. And constipation is something that they're currently dealing with that they used to deal with. So it's kind of more like a canary in the gold mine, that when that digestive system gets stuck, it's a sign that there's going to be an issue somewhere else or later on down the road. So we need to figure out what's going on and how to unstuck it is a good way to say it. Because when we see that stuck digestive system, you're going to be cranky, you're going to be uncomfortable, you're going to see a colicky baby. Because that's what colic is. It's a stuck digestive system. And we need to figure out how to get things moving. And whenever we see that, it's because that's stress stuck in their system. Because whenever an adult is stressed out and they're constantly stressed, whether it's from work or whatever, one of the first places we see that stress show up is in their digestive system. So it's important to figure out what's actually going on. And when we peel back all the layers of that onion, we figure out that stuck digestive system often first shows up because they have a stuck nervous system. That stress is stuck in their neurology, and that's going to lead to stuck systems down the road, whether it's their digestive system, which then turns into a stuck immune system, then social, emotional, behavioral systems. So that's why when we see kids with all these other behavioral issues or immune challenges, constipation was one of the first signs that showed up. They were typically a colicky, constipated baby. And when we can get that taken care of at that early stage, we can avoid a lot of that cascade down the road. So it's really important that if your child is dealing with constipation, we don't want to just cover it up with Miralax, right? That's usually the first thing that parents go with to kind of just get things moving. But that doesn't actually correct the problem. It just kind of covers up what's going on, makes the baby more comfortable. And then when that stops working, we see them start to deal more in the dietary changes, right? Getting rid of the gluten and the dairy and all of that other stuff. And then we start to see some more supplementation. And that stuff can be fantastic and can help the kids big time. But if that constipation first showed up because their neurology was actually stuck and you don't actually get the neurology balanced out to help allow the rest of the systems to balance out, then we start to see those other issues show up down the road, those sensory issues or those immune challenges, chronic immune, autoimmune challenges, and then we start to see the behavioral focus, concentration challenges show up later on in school age. So if your child is dealing with that or they have dealt with that in the past, it's really important to understand and get their neurology checked out and see where they're out of balance, see where their neurology is stuck and how to balance it out, because then we find all the other systems balance out behind it. So if you want to learn a lot more about the science behind that or what's actually going on in the next couple of weeks, we'll be putting on a workshop called Raising Healthy Kids Naturally. I'll put the link to that below. Or if you just have any more direct questions, just shoot a direct message here on Facebook and we'll get back to you as quickly as we can. Okay? Take care. Enjoy the weekend. Talk soon.